Yay!
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. How's everyone doing? Are you okay?
Is that to us or the comments? I was like, do I answer?
We all just sat here like.
Everyone.
Well, I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good as well.
Well, thank you for joining me anyway.
Thanks for having us.
I finished the Raven Boys, by the way, Rhiannon.
Finally!
Yeah,
Oh,
I've started every Hearted Doorway. I thought I'd go with a short one because I felt like I was like, oh no, I'm so embarrassed and like I've been reading stuff for so long. I need to read something else, like and read it quickly because everybody's gonna be like, you're not a booktuber.
Rebecca's been reading the Raven Boys in every sprint for about how long?
I've noticed that every time I've seen you on a live, I've seen you reading it, and I'm like, surely not.
What I actually do during sprints is I go and get food and stuff. Like,
I always do as well. You always like send me a message on Twitter or something whilst we're meant to be sprinting, and I'm
Read that book.
yeah.
It's like even if you're not even on the sprints, I'll still message you something like.
The other day was so funny though because I was on a sprint. I wasn't actually on. I was just in the chat, and I said hello, and someone commented saying hi Welsh, like not my name, just Welsh. And I could see her face, and I was like, "What?" And she messaged me, and she was like, "I'm trying so hard not to burst out laughing at the minute because I'm just staring at this comment, and it's just made me."
Like, hey Welch, and I don't know why this just made me laugh like so much. Like, I'm just gonna start laughing. So I messaged her like, I'm really trying not to laugh. It's like this, like it shouldn't be funny, like, but like it just, I don't know.
It was funny.
It was. It's just so random. Like at least say like Welsh reader or something, but it was literally just hi Welsh.
Welsh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's not my name.
Oh, hi Rachel. Oh, who am I? Oh, you can join if you want. There's space. Hi. Oh, there's quite a few people here. That's really nice.
yeah, it's so nice. Oh my god.
Yes. Hello.
Just like wave like constantly.
Yeah.
I know. I feel like the penguin from Madagascar. Just like smiling wave.
Yes, I love that smiling wave.
Yes.
I used to do that, like whenever I was younger. I used to do smile and wave, like whenever like my parents were driving, and I used to do it out the window, like people who were like stuck behind us in traffic.
That's so cute.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
I did make a bit of an effort for today, so normally
Good
I'm
eye
not,
for a change.
yeah.
Yeah.
Normally I look up and I look a right mess, so I thought now make a bit of an effort. Super early. Ooh, where are you from? Because it's currently 2 p.m. where we are. So.
Yay.
Oh, I'll send you the link, and you can join whenever. Because yeah, we do have a space. I should have asked you really. I'm a bad. I've been so stressed about everything this morning. I've just been like, as long as I'm there to start the live, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. India,
Oh, stop calling me out. Yes, I am.
do you have a monster?
Underneath this, it's a little garden chair. Just
Oh,
trying to cover that up.
The reading chair because it had like a blanket and all. Like,
I'm trying to hide it, but people keep calling me out on the lives. I've said this before, we're getting a sofa bed in here at some point, but it's going to take a while to arrive. So in the meantime, I'm using a garden chair.
well, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have been able to tell if they had.
Yeah, I
No,
wouldn't have noticed.
I know, I thought I'd hidden it so well, and there was a live recently where someone was like, "Are you in a garden chair?" And I was like, "Oh, you're not supposed to know."
I don't know if I should even realise that.
What was that? Oh, I don't know.
I was gonna say someone's probably had to like properly look at you for like a good amount of time to work that out. Because like that is
Yeah, that
It's
is.
probably like, I don't know if you can, maybe the handles.
Yeah, it's probably the yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Let's just cover those up.
oh my god. I live near Seattle. It's 6 a.m.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Listen to 6 in the morning.
Well, if you can't sleep, it's better than just kind of staring at the wall.
Yeah, definitely.
I was just about to ask this actually because we've not said what we're reading. Mine is my name, but obviously the comments up so we can't see. I'm These Violent Delights by
Is that
Chloe.
a special edition?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
What is that?
I really want to start a book as well, just so I can see how much I actually managed to read. Because normally I like lose track of where I am, so it'll be nice to be able to like see my progress throughout the life.
Definitely. I'm reading Battle Royale still. I'm now halfway through. I'm like this bit here. So 300 and so pages to go, but it does actually read a lot faster than I thought it was gonna. Like when I first started this book, I was like, I'm gonna be reading this for weeks, but it's actually quite fast paced. So
yeah, I didn't realize how chunky it was, but I really want to read it. I had so much FOMO seeing all of you post about it. I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, I want to buy it, but like I want a book buying ban. Well, I broke it. I can't do it that much, so
it's a wild ride. Like, be ready because it does not hold any punches. Literally within like 20 pages, you're like, oh my god. So
really?
be ready.
I'm excited now. I'm intrigued. Who's next?
Okay. There's no cover on it, but I'm reading Every Heart a Doorway because, as I said, I wanted to read something short so I don't embarrass myself again.
Have you got the audio?
No.
Oh, it's really good. It's on Scribd if you've got Scribd.
No, I don't have that. Well, I have loads of audio. I have loads of Audible credits, so to be fair, I could.
Yeah, I always feel like if it's a short book, though, I don't want to be spending a credit on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't like with graphic novels. I love them, but I don't want to be spending the same amount of money on them that I'd pay for like a full-length novel, which is like really bad.
No, I get that. 100% get that.
Oh,
I'm in my dressing gown, but my face is made up. So
It's so pretty.
Carys, what about you? What are you reading?
Well, I'm hosting a Jacqueline Wilson themed readathon, which is starting today. So I'm going to start my first book for it, which is this, My Sister Jane.
That was my favorite.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it like traumatized me though.
Yeah, the ending dramatic from what I remember. So I'm excited to see if I enjoy it as much as I did, or if it's like really problematic. Because I feel like some of her books, I mean, they're traumatic anyway, but I don't know how they'll stand the test of time. But
that's why I go back and like reread childhood favorites, because I'm like, oh, I loved it so much. I don't really want to like go back and find that there's like problematic stuff in it.
yeah.
That's exactly what I'm like, because I like Jacqueline Wilson was my life when I was a kid, and I don't want to ruin that, so I'm so scared to ever read her books again.
Yeah.
Carys can tell us what she thinks of it.
Yeah.
We'll know how it's going.
What about you, Rachel? Are you reading anything or just popping on?
I'm reading Girl, Woman, Other, and I'm also 3 hours away from finishing my audio book, so I might flip between the two.
Ooh. What's your audio?
You Have a Match by Emma Lord. She wrote Tweet Cute, one of my favorite books of last year. Not enjoying this one as much, but it's still good. It's very Parent Trap-esque. It's about two sisters who don't know each other, and then they both end up at the same summer camp.
That's like a direct steal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Parent Trap.
Yeah, they meet before summer camp, and then they're like, should we go? Because she was the main character was thinking of going to said summer camp, and then they're like, okay, if we go together, then we can figure out what's happened to both of our parents. And then now that both the parents have rocked up and everything's gone a bit mayhem-esque. But it's very Parent Trap. They have like, because you know, like each other in the Parent Trap have like the photo of their parents.
Yeah.
And then they figure it out and they're like, oh my God, they have the same keychain that their mum both gave them. And I'm just like, this is very much the Parent Trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me want to read it though, just like
Just
quick read on a day that I want to be happy. Like
yeah, it is good for nostalgia.
Yeah.
Helen, I wasn't going to make it here. I was planning on going for a long walk. Then I managed to fall on the ice this morning. Oh God! I hope
you're okay.
You're all right.
There's nothing worse than that, is there? Like when you slip and just go flying.
I was just saying this morning though, because Brandon fell as well, and like usually the thing that gets me first is the embarrassment. I'm immediately like, did anyone see that? And then I feel the pain afterwards. Like,
Yeah. It's just like an automatic response, isn't it? Being like,
yeah.
Hi. No, we started literally 10 minutes ago, so you're not late. Sorry, I feel like I'm behind on the comments, which is weird. Hi.
Hello.
I just not even try anymore.
Everyone knows your secret.
I was going to say, do you have a sister next to you, or do you not have one today?
I don't, because I can't get out of the house to buy one.
No.
I'm so sad. And I've got Sneak come in, and they've tried to deliver it every day this week, but they've seen the snow at my, like the track down to my house and just gone, nope, not going down there. So I don't
Fair
have that either.
I've heard so many things about that, but like I don't know if it's worth it.
I know, I got, because there was like this link that people were sending around where if you buy the shaker, you get a sample of a few of the flavours. So I've done that so I can try them and see if I actually like them and how they work before I decide to buy a full tub.
I think it's Jade's fiance's referral link, isn't it? That was going around. Yeah.
I was like, thank you, I'll take that.
I'm scared to buy stuff like that though, because I used to have pre-workout and that used to like really mess me up. I used to get like really shitty stuff with it, so like I'm really scared to try like supplementing.
Yeah.
So
well, I'll let you know. How
yeah,
it goes
please.
from there. You might see me on a live show, like. We'll see. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, Angus Thongs and Full Frontal Snogging. Wow.
I think that's
film.
Yeah, the film. I think the film is better. I haven't read the book, but from other people's opinions, I think the film is better.
Yeah,
I've
same.
not read the books, but I love it. I need to rewatch it soon.
Same. I've not watched it in a while. I'm getting withdrawals.
Parent Trap and Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging.
Yeah, got a list going.
Super snowy there. Oh, I do love it, but then I hate it after a while as well. So, thank you.
Thing it is for 1K live show. I don't think anyone said it yet.
No, it's not mentioned that yet.
You know what I said on our live last night to Carys? I was like, it's a 1K live show, but it's not because it's just reading sprints. It's just got like a fancy name on it because I feel like which I want to do something obviously because it is like a big thing, but
Yeah.
it's different to like the normal reading sprint.
Yeah, and it's harder in lockdown as well, isn't it? Trying to figure out what to do. You can't go out and get like balloons or anything. It's just like
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want to be that extra person with like all the balloons. Oh.
1K. You hold the one in the K and you're like.
Right, when we all hit 1K or 2K now, we need to do that.
Yeah. Get a trend.
Hello.
My sister Jodie's my favourite.
Yeah.
It was my favourite as well.
Did you end up watching the episode yesterday?
No.
No.
Yeah, I think someone in the comments said that they were like releasing one a day, so I think I'm just gonna binge watch it.
Binge it all. Fair enough.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it actually, like since it's been on. Like no reactions or anything, but I don't know.
What
It's
is
just
it?
My mum, Tracy Beaker.
Oh yeah, no. I've seen a couple of things on Twitter. I think it was just there's like that clip where she goes in with her daughter and what's her name's there?
Justine Littlewood.
Yeah, that's all I've seen.
they haven't aged at all.
No,
Their
it's really
faces are
weird.
exactly the same. And I was watching it like, what?
What is going on?
For this one, I don't think so because I've got a Kindle and I can only use Audible on it, so it might be different for everyone.
Yeah.
But
But maybe it depends if you have like a Kindle, like not a Kindle but a Kindle. So if you had like an Amazon Fire, maybe you could. Because it's just apps, isn't it?
I've got like a tablet one.
Oh, okay.
I can't get it on there, which I've tried to because I do prefer Scribd. Sometimes I think there's more choice on it, but yeah. Oh wow!
I feel like I used to own that book. I really wish I still had it. So I feel like
I know.
Gonna get FOMO. I'm gonna get FOMO.
I think my mum threw all of mine out. Like I had the massive collection, and now I don't know where it's gone. And like when I was younger, my mum just used to do massive clear outs. Like I had videos and everything. And one day I came home from school and they were all gone. So they're probably in a charity shop. I've also almost bought them by now, but
I keep seeing loads on Depop, and I'm like, I do not need to spend any more money on Depop.
It's so addictive. I deleted the app, otherwise I think I would have brought so much Walt Disney World vintage merch on there. I was like, I can't do this to myself.
It's like a trap, isn't it? Once you start like finding stuff and scrolling through, you're there for hours and you're like, ooh, I like this, I might just get this, and then you spend in loads of money.
Yeah. It all adds up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the same with like Kindle books when they're all 99 pence. I'm like, oh, that's a bargain. And then before you know it, like
literally, I'm on a book buying ban at the minute, and then I see a 99p deal, and I'm like, well, I'll just buy that. And then I've bought 5 of them, and I'm like,
yeah.
But then again, I've had stuff like Bunny, My Dark Vanessa, The Shadow of the Wind, I think. So it's all books that I really want to read.
Yeah.
It's like 99p, like I've got to.
There's some really good offers on at the minute. Not gonna it's crazy. Like usually, like the cheap ones are not ones you've heard of before, and you just kind of like skim over them. But there's like every single book at the minute 99p that I've heard of that I want to read, and I'm just like, this is risky. This is so risky.
Yeah, I feel like on my Kindle as well, I forget about them. But like one day I'll be like, oh, I've got this. But I'm the one that used to like download all the free books. So like they're awful books, but now I need to delete them because they're taking up so much space. I'm just losing everything in there.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's the worst.
That's the worst.
I was gonna say I'm the one that was like laughing, because when stuff like that happens, my automatic thing is just to laugh.
Yeah.
Because like you could fall over and I'd be like laughing, but I'd be so concerned about you.
Yeah.
I'm like a heartless person like that. I'm going to have to jump in the steep height. Bet Jade is loving.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just unboxed that in my toilet.
Sneak peek for people who are watching. There you go.
Yeah. Check out my latest video that went up at 12 on my channel.
Promo.
I literally have a Throne of Glass here with me that I've almost finished.
We're almost done.
Started tapping it, but yeah, I'm like 280 pages in, but I didn't want to read it in this live because I feel like the ending made me cry last time, and I don't want to read it live on camera. So.
Fair enough.
Rebecca, oh my gosh, I really want to read that.
Rebecca's so good.
You know, I just hear the best things about it, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I've not read it because of the hype. You know, that hype sometimes I think, oh, but I think I will definitely read it this year. Daisy Jones and the Six, another good one apparently, one that I started and finished.
Oh, did you? Yeah. I got it as a NetGalley arc back whenever it came out. I gave it 5 stars. I loved it.
See, that's the thing. I loved Evelyn Hugo, and then I started listening to that, but I don't know, I think I was just in a weird like space where I wasn't actually paying attention to the book, so I definitely want to sit down and listen to it, and I have the physical book, so I don't know why it's taking this long. But thank you. I never know what to do. I'm just like.
Oh no.
Which book is that?
Let
us know.
Oh, is it Jacqueline Wilson books or no?
Possibly.
Is it?
Trying to scroll up and find.
Yeah, do you know what? I've never had this many comments on a
live. Angus Songs and Perfect. Oh,
yeah, I thought that was.
Oh, yeah. Oh, bless her. Chloe's always studying at the weekend.
Studying, yeah.
I'm glad for her. Thanks.
Is this Jodie's one?
Yeah, I think so. I'm half-heartedly taking part, but I'm just going to say whatever books I read were part of the readathon. That makes sense, because it's basically just a readathon.
No,
You cannot
exactly.
me, isn't it? So
Yeah. Well, that's why I thought if we do these sprints, at least we're kind of taking part anyway.
Yeah.
I was meant to read a load this morning, and then I just haven't. So. Right. Okay. I didn't know that. That might be.
Ooh.
Definitely binge.
Love
that book.
Nice.
I've not read any Alice Oseman books because I'm not the biggest contemporary fan, so I don't know whether I should read it or whether I should wait until I definitely am in the mood to read it. But I've heard so many good things about her books, especially.
I don't like any of her books apart from Loveless.
This one is what stops me, because I love the Heartstopper series, but then you said that all of the full prose books aren't as good, so I'm like, oh, do I want to do that?
Yeah, just read Loveless. Just don't waste your time on the others and just read Loveless.
Okay. I mean, I've got Radio Silence downstairs, so I feel like I probably should read it. But
yeah, a lot of people do love that one. I just have a lot of unpopular opinions about.
Yeah, you do.
Clearly.
Yeah, I really liked Radio Silence when I read it. It was the best one. It was better than Solitaire and the I Was Born for This. Is that the one? It was my favourite out of them. So
that's good.
Same.
And it has a character called Carys in it, so I appreciated it just for that.
Yeah,
and Frances, which is my sister's name. So my middle name, your first name, and my sister's first name are all in Radio Silence.
Love that. Thank you. Let's move on.
Yes.
Sorry.
Thank you. I just don't know how to respond to it. I'm just like, thanks.
Thank you. I love that book so much.
So much.
I still haven't read that.
It's incredible.
Oh, I've heard such good things about that as well. I think I'll listen to the audiobook though, because I think I saw it on Scribd.
Yeah. Do you know Dean Atta has a YouTube channel?
No.
He does his spoken word poetry on there. And he did a whole video and stuff 2 years ago based on the Black Flamingo. And it's only 3 minutes long, but I was just I was watching it in awe. I was like, I didn't know I needed it until I found it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to have a look at that now.
Definitely.
Ooh.
Misery.
Nice.
Do you know, I watched that film when I was way too young, and it scarred me for life.
Still thinking about it, I'm like,
yeah.
I've never seen it.
There's one scene that just you will never forget. It scars you.
The one with the sledgehammer that you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw that on Gogglebox. I haven't seen the film. I just saw that bit on Gogglebox, and I was like, "What is this?"
I watched it when I was 10 because I think it was just on telly or something, and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" Life got me traumatized. But I really want to read the book. But Kathy Bates in it is just the most terrifying person ever. It's so creepy.
She plays it so well.
Definitely watch it. I think Rebecca would like that. Just don't laugh at it.
Okay, I actually, is it called, did they keep the same name, Misery?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen Salem's Lot? It's Stephen King. And my parents, got me to watch that whenever I was, 9. Because, I think that they would think it was funny, seeing us, terrified of this. But it was honestly, that scarred me for life. It's vampires. It's these children vampires, and they knock on the window and say let me in, and it's really really scary. And anytime a branch or something, I don't know, hits the window or anything, if that I will think that it's a children vampires scary coming to get me.
I can't do scary stuff. I'm scared of the dark. I can't.
I'm scared of the dark, but I love horror movies. I love them.
No.
But then they stay with me for days afterwards, and I'm like...
Yeah, Bly Manor and Haunting on Hill House scarred me for a good 2 weeks. I'd run up the stairs and shut my bedroom door. I
still haven't watched that, but okay, you made me laugh then because I was just thinking about you. Basically, for context, she messaged us on Twitter the other day being Oh my god, I thought there was like a ghost or something outside.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you.
I thought somebody was being murdered or something outside. Like, no joke. Like, my imagination goes a bit extreme, but like, well, not murdered, but like, I don't know, seriously harmed, because like, I was genuinely lying in bed for 2 hours in pure fear, thinking that somebody was dragging dead bodies or something up and down the street, because it sounded like something being dragged really, really, really loudly. And I was just like, okay, maybe it's somebody doing like a night shift and like, I don't know, like working at the co-op or something, because there's a co-op down the street. Maybe it's like them or something, like I don't know. And then it was just like this, like the sign of like the restaurant across the street was like whacking against the wall in the wind, but like it sounded like somebody was being shot. Like, and my flatmate as well was like, I heard that. Like, she was like, and she's like more like further away from like the main street than me, so she heard it too. This was so loud. Like, I'm not being funny. Like, this was so loud. Like, I was actually terrified, but I thought it was hilarious whenever I figured out what it was.
Yeah.
So the message, like, what? And I was going on, like, you went on a wild ride, and I was like, is she okay?
I was laughing whenever I was writing that message. I was like, this is hilarious.
That is so funny. Oh, yeah, sorry for bringing that up.
Rhiannon's always like outing me to the world. Like,
I don't try. They're just funny. I'm sorry.
Wait, I see that. Now that you've said that, I do see that. Like, really see it. That comment. I mean,
Who it is?
she's the girl. I think sure she's the girl in Killing Eve.
Yeah, feeling that.
Yeah,
I'm looking it up.
I see it.
But
Yeah, I can see it.
as in, like, who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I don't see it.
I can see that.
Like,
Oh my god,
don't
they
see
put
that.
it again, actually. They put it again further on down in the comments as well.
They're like, I really want to say this.
They're like, come on. Oh, I enjoyed An Enchantment of Ravens. From what I can remember of it, it's a really fast fantasy read. Oh, yeah, we can sprint at past. I was just looking at the clock then as well, being like, ooh. Then where I just talk.
I don't look like her whatsoever. She's way too
I think
pretty.
you do. Now that that's been said, I actually do see it.
I see it a lot. Actually.
I'll rebrand my channel.
Yeah. Yeah, this is me at the minute. I genuinely cannot read without like a live sprint or a read with me. I just hate like being by myself now. I feel so weird.
Yeah.
Ooh. My Bookstagram is an absolute mess, so I'm not going to answer this. I just post here and there pictures in front of bookshelves. I don't know.
Same.
That's this one here. Where are you? I can't point properly.
No, wait, yeah, other way. Wait, what? I can't do that.
It's so hard. Well, I'm sure someone asked us the other day as well, and our top tips were post often. My top tip is take a lot of pictures in one go, because otherwise you get to the day and you're like, I can't be bothered. Like, and then you've
or like
missed
lighting
out.
changes and you can't take pictures, or
Yeah. And Spoop said be interactive, so like comment on other people's things, like things, and then they'll do the same back to you, and then you get like little friends and things, and you always comment on each other's photos, and it's nice. But at the moment I'm getting obsessed with stories, and I feel like that also helps to get to know other people as well.
The only reason I created my Bookstagram account was to use stories to talk, but I don't care about my feed. I tried for a couple of months, and I was like, I don't care. I just want to post stories. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's so many good things about it.
I was nodding like, yeah, but then I was like,
loveless. Oh, The Hunger Games. I haven't read them for years.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you haven't read them all. I was like, what?
No, I have read them.
No, I personally actually haven't read any of them or watched any of the films.
The films are actually really accurate.
Yeah,
to
the films are actually really good. Especially, I feel like Catching Fire. I think it's one of the best like
But
That's my favourite one.
I wish we could have seen more of like the actual arena then though. I feel like obviously because the first one's like so much of what's going on, and then in the second one it's like, okay, we're there for like half an hour, but then we're gone.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but Cemetery Boys, oh, I really want to read that. And I also have Cinderella's Dead, but I haven't got
Cemetery Boys is an audiobook on Scribd at the minute, if that is something of interest. Because I saved it. I was like, right, that's going on my save.
That is definitely something of interest.
I loved both of those books, so
I need to get to these.
I'm sorry.
Oh. But Rachel's a big contemporary fan as well.
Yeah.
That's all I read, to be fair.
You've got to have some negative opinions, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't love every single book, so it's fine.
It'd be boring.
I've got to have tea on my channel.
I like your unpopular opinions though, because sometimes they make me want to read them more, because I want to be like, why does she not like this? What's going on?
Yeah, I like that as well.
I always say, like, it's not the book itself, it's the person's reaction to the book that makes me pick it up. So whether you, like, love the book, I'll be like, oh, that's so cool. And whether you hate the book, I'll be like, this is interesting. I want to read it.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh.
I still haven't read King of Scars.
Yeah, I've still not read it.
I'm watching myself here as being like, I haven't read anything. I've got them.
I feel like now is a good time to read King of Scars, even for the first time, because then you don't have to reread it before like the next one comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes out
I
soon.
have to look at it and I'm like, oh, do I pick it up? But again, I've heard like really weird things about it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, little friends.
I was like, what?
Yeah, we will sprint now. Sorry, it's just gone half. We'll sprint for a bit longer than half an hour, maybe. Yeah, it's so good. Like I haven't read them for years now, but
I
know
only got on like the book like train like after like Hunger Games Divergent, all that stuff came out. I only started reading when I was like 17, so I was never in that sort of era of like Twilight, Hunger Games, Divergent. So I haven't read any of those.
I was there for all of those. That was my high school time.
It was the best. Like Divergent just was so good at the time.
I still haven't read that. I haven't read Divergent or Twilight. Like I read the first book in Twilight, and then I just never carried on.
I was
like,
obsessed. I was a proper twihard. Like it was embarrassing.
I love that though. Looking back, you're probably like, oh my god, but at the time, your world, like there's nothing.
Yeah.
I was like that with the Mortal Instruments actually for a while. Like that was my thing.
Not read those.
I knew.
Read the first three.
I was gonna say
first two.
now you probably wouldn't like it. Like it's very like old YA.
Yeah, I've
I
given
like
up.
that though.
Yeah.
I want to read all of them again. But to be fair, I read the first book in the Mortal Instruments and I loved it. I've just not got around to reading the rest, but I will.
That's what I like see your channel as, because that was when I like first found you, was like when you read City of Bones for the first time in one of your reading vlogs. Yeah, that's one of my first videos I've watched of yours. So I was like, so that's kind of almost links.
Oh,
links
that's
me
cute.
to your channel.
The plan was to do a video for each of them and say reading this one for the first time, reading this one for the first time, but I only did one. So
that's me with Throne of Glass. I was like, I'll do a reading vlog for it, and now I'm like, 2/3 of the way through, and I haven't vlogged a single clip. So I'm like, oh, reading vlog.
Oh, Battle Royale.
Yeah, and popular opinions are
yeah.
I think my vlog was like both books I didn't enjoy, but I was like, I'm not going to lie about it. So here's a negative vlog.
Yeah. Oh.
I think it's just the nostalgia with that as well, isn't it? Like I remember the films coming out and stuff, and people like racing to go.
Oh, and when the films came out, that was another level of excitement.
Aston gets revealed today. Yay!
People are still questioning that. People are like,
Oh, I know.
it was only last week. Rita was like, I think you're Aston. I was like, hallelujah.
About time. I knew. My auntie texted me last week being like, do you think it's Aston? And I was like, look, because she's called Tracy. I was like, look, Tracy,
Here are my facts.
I've known from the first episode of the first note that he sung that was Aston Marigold. Okay,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I agree.
I've never watched that show. I don't know why. I feel like it'd be really fun. Oops, sorry.
It's so fun.
And it's his birthday today, so we better win, just as a birthday present.
Oh,
I have no idea who Badger is either. I really don't know.
Everyone on Twitter says it's Neo, but I don't really know.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
Yeah, because it apparently keeps saying things that are like lyrics from his songs and stuff like that. But I need to. Every time I see that on Twitter, it's after I've watched the program, so I never think to listen and think, "Oh, is that Neo?"
Oh,
So I need to
Neo,
remember
yeah.
that.
I was just about to ask a stupid question. I thought I have no idea who Badger is, and I was like, "Oh, is he in Battle Royale?" And then I'm lucky I didn't say that because you said them.
Yeah.
I'm watching that tomorrow with my boyfriend.
Oh, I haven't watched the second one because
Neither have I.
I love the first one. But I think I've heard like weird things about the second one, but I don't.
It's not as good.
I never watched it because I read all the books beforehand, and then when I read the first book, there were so many things that were different that I didn't understand how the second one could work, because like a lot of it was set up in the first book, but it wasn't in the film. So I was so I just never watched the film, but I probably will at some point.
I've never read the third book either. I read the first two, and I'm so bad at finishing series, and I don't know why. It's such a problem. Yeah, I still haven't finished Percy Jackson.
I've not read any of them.
I read the first one, and that's it.
Two books
I think I'm the same.
last year. And again, I was meant to do like one big reading vlog of like a 21-year-old reading Percy Jackson for the first time. And again, just didn't happen. God, am I a real booktuber? No.
I say that all the time. I'm like a fake booktuber.
Yeah. There you are.
Yay, I found someone.
Oh.
I cried in the book, so I'm sure I'm going to cry in the film. No makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna cry when I watch that.
Oh, I definitely want to watch it. Yeah, I haven't started that either.
No, me either.
Right, I'm gonna put here now. We'll sprint until 15:15. Is that okay? It's like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
But why not?
Yeah.
I might try and finish my audiobook, although that's not going to happen because I have like 3 hours left. But I'm going to try. I'm going to put on 2 times speed. It's currently on 2.8.
Oh.
So I'm going to
Nice.
get a big chunk. So.
Yeah, definitely. Even if you listen to a chunk of it, at least you've gone through it. So
Exactly.
I was gonna say,
I feel like actually physically reading. Just effort picking up a book, especially when the book has no full stops.
yeah, that's so weird. Right, I will put it on. Yeah, we'll just go whenever. Really good schedule. I was like, oh, when Rachel did hers, she did like 15 minutes talking and then 45-minute sprints, and I was like, that's so good. And yeah, I just can't do that.
I tried to do it on Thursday and I failed. I kept saying, let's catch up with the comments, let's catch up. And I never caught up in time to start within 50 minutes. So
I feel like it depends who watches, because obviously the more people who watch, the more cameras you have, the more time like it takes to get through them and talk about them, and then you end up being delayed. And I think I only had about 10 people watch, so I think that's why I was able to stick to the quick time.
I can't even stick to it when there's like 5 people. I go off on such tangents, and then I'm like, oh crap, I've been talking for half an hour.
I like the faith, but it might take 2 sprints.
yeah.
Yeah, we are sprinting now. I don't know if you want to wait till 22 or just go now.
We can just start now.
Let's just
I'm
go.
happy to start now.
Yeah.
Well, is your camera going off, Rachel, or are you just going to stare off into space?
I'm just gonna stare off into space like this.
You're like an ASMR room of your own, just like watching you be all cozy and comfy.
It's also awkward now. I'm gonna have to have my camera on.
No, don't worry.
Roll
I promise. Right, I'll see you guys in about 35.
Yeah,
Is that what it is? Can't do maths.
about 35.
Bye.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I always hate pulling myself off mute because I feel like I'm gonna scare people.
I know.
How did you all do?
Filmed the video.
Oh wow, well done.
Nice. I read about 35 pages or so.
I was getting my video uploaded and then I read like 6 pages. So not much reading, but
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, because I can't hear you guys.
Oh, what's going on?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You
Yeah?
can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys now.
That's good. How did you get on?
Yeah, I didn't finish it. I wasn't going to finish it because I only have 2 hours left now, so
That's
Nice.
I will read. I'll physically read in the next sprint. I'll keep switching.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I got distracted quite a bit in that sprint. I did reach 30 pages though, so not too bad, but yeah, I got a bit distracted. I feel like the first sprint is always like that though, and then I sort of get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll be focused. What did that happen? Hi, thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
what book was that?
Angus songs.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now.
Yeah.
But like
I
at
love
the same time, why would you try to like go for coffee with somebody that your friend fancies? Like that would be
Yeah.
I wouldn't kick them, but like
Yeah.
It's wrong on both sides, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
you shouldn't be doing that, and they shouldn't be doing that in retaliation for doing that.
I love that Emily's joined from work.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Hi. We don't.
Yeah.
we just kind of like, oh my god, I have a sprint today. I forgot all about it.
We all get confused and don't remember when we're meant to be sprinting on whose channel or what.
Especially because there's so many at the moment.
Yeah.
And then I see people saying they're going live, and I'm like, wait, am I in that one or am I not? I can't remember.
I've almost missed a load of them. Like it'll be half an hour before we're going live, and I'm like, oh damn! And I'm like, I haven't eaten or anything, but I'll try to be there.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to starve for a couple of hours. Like
Bang on 60 pages. Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, I have a cat, Brill. I was gonna say my cat always shouts at me.
Same.
Another 60 pages.
Nice.
Well, what is it? This is still pretty good. Don't worry.
Oh, graphic novel. I was going to say, wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm 44 pages in, and it does take a while to get used to, but it is. I am intrigued. I've just finished the first short story, so I'll get to the next one.
I've
But it is
seen that
interesting.
I've seen that's a $5 on Amazon right now.
And
That's good.
I'm just so like I just really want to buy it, but I bought like some Depop books the other day, and I'm like, can I justify buying even more? But it's like it's a $5. Like,
I know,
Yeah.
it's a bargain.
That's such a good deal.
I'm so bad with stuff like that though. As soon as I see a deal, I'm like,
Yeah, same. I'm a sucker for it. Nice.
Nice. A good afternoon nap.
Yeah, I could feel my eyes going a bit, and I was like, oh my god, it's literally 2 p.m. But like, I've been up
Yeah.
since with the dog, so I'm a bit tired. Well, that's good.
Nice.
Page 59, we do some Throne of Glass. Yeah, Assassin's Blade, I feel like it's better if you've read 1 or 2 of the books. Like, obviously, you don't have to, but I feel like you sort of know more about what it's related to, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I've not
Okay,
read it.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna leave it to the end because then it's like a little bit of extra to bring me kind of back to it. But
Yeah, I can't remember if I read it before reading Throne of Glass. I feel like I did. But yeah, it's weird because it's short stories and you don't really know the characters yet. But obviously, then you have 7-book series that you can fall into. So
Yeah, I've not read any of them.
Haven't you?
No, I do want.
haven't
I've not
either.
read a single Sarah J. Maas book, not one. But I need to.
Mm.
I know I'm a fake bookstore.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm just rereading it, and this is the first time I've ever reread it since like reading it the first time, and it just makes me laugh because the writing is absolutely awful. But, like, it's one of those that you can pick up and read 100 pages in like an hour. It's so fun, and it's
Nice.
a good book to fall into, and I know in the later books that I was like so invested. So yeah, it's definitely a fast read. But
Oh, you're exciting me now. I need to read them.
just after 7 in the morning. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
not be awake.
Crazy. I cannot function at that time.
That's so
wow.
weird.
I just, yeah.
You just say
It's
no.
hard
You
though,
just
because if they both have a crush on him,
yeah.
then
it's just kind of
like
tough
who
luck.
do you have a right to like say no? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm so bad at actually setting a notification. I always say on mine, like, oh, make sure to click
yeah.
mine. I never do, and I'm like, damn.
Same, I'm the exact
I do it, but they don't sometimes come through to your like phone or whatever, like until like they're 10 minutes into a live, and you're just like,
you always notice that
I
because
set an alarm for a reason.
when you do your own live, I feel like you always notice a little influx of people at like 10 past because people have obviously seen that notification and then come on.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, true.
5 cats.
Oh, God, 5 cats.
Oh, that's funny. Didn't read in the middle of an ice storm, so I went outside. I slipped and I'm back.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, no. Hope you're okay. So you're laughing again. It's not funny.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I sounded such a heartless person. I could just see her like going outside though, just in the middle of a storm and then falling over, and I'm like, I hope you're okay though. I genuinely do hope you're okay.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
It's just hilarious.
I just find it funny that you went out in the middle of a storm. I might have to go for a walk. I've not played football like 3 weeks. Not sure Don't go for a walk if it's storming. There's 2 people in the chat that have fallen over today. So.
Yeah.
That's so true, yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
No, I'm not. I've literally got the whole people. I'm like this. Oh no, I was talking about this yesterday with Carys on our live. And like it's one that I've heard so many good things about, but I'm not sure whether to start with that one or the Night Circus because I still like that one.
The Night Circus is one of my all-time fave books. Like I love it so much, but I've not read The Starless Sea yet. I feel like I've hyped it up too much because I love the Night Circus so much, and now I'm scared that I won't enjoy The Starless Sea. That's
why I'm scared of diving into the Night Circus because it's so hype. Like it's
years right.
Yeah, it's genuinely my type of book. Like everything about it, I'm like, I love that. That sounds so interesting, but I'm like, oh, I don't want to pick it up just yet.
I feel like it's quite a love or hate book as well. Like you have to like that sort of writing style, like sort of quite flowery, whereas a lot of people don't, and that's fair enough. But I love that.
Yeah, I did start it again. I don't know why I keep starting books and like putting them down.
Yeah,
I did
do it all the time.
I'm like 30 pages in, my bookmark's still in it, and I really enjoyed it. I just put it down for some reason. Yeah, I'm always like that with short stories anyway. I feel like they're so much harder to get into.
Yeah.
But it does help when you sort of see when she referenced references some things that you're like, oh, I know what happened there.
Yeah. Yay! I'm not alone.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm going to call out Rebecca again now and say, have you read Crescent City yet?
Me?
Yeah.
No, obviously not. I still need to. But at least I've read Throne of Glass, okay?
Yeah, I'll give you points for that one.
Yay.
It was just like at the time that I sort of came into this community, it was like still quite a big thing because I think
Queen of Shadows just came
yeah,
out when I joined.
that's
Yeah.
what I was going to say. I think it was Queen of Shadows because I remember ordering Empire of Storms as well, like, and I remember it being because of this.
Yeah.
community. So it was like at the point the books were still coming out, but I haven't read the last two yet because I've been like way too scared. So yeah, that'll be fun. No, it depends on
me. That's me.
It does depend on the book.
Yeah, definitely.
I love getting the whole story through.
You didn't have
I
a
can
crush
just
on
imagine the movie.
cover. Is it,
Because in
that's
the
really
movie-
different.
No, in the movie, there's the two brothers, and
Yeah.
Jasmine. No, not Jasmine. Is it Jasmine?
Jazz.
Oh, Jazz. But that's not who I'm thinking of, is it? The two best friends. The taller one goes out with
Jazz, yeah.
Tom, and then the Georgia goes out with Robbie.
Oh,
But they never. I know Robbie was like my childhood
Oh.
crush.
I still have, you know, the song that their band plays.
Me too.
Yes, Ultraviolet. Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh my gosh.
Oh, throwback.
This is why I love this community.
Oh, I always my
Prawn
go-to
toast.
is salt and pepper chicken and salt and pepper chips.
Ooh, that's really
Ooh.
good. A lot of salt and pepper there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all about the salt and pepper. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm a bit of a weird one that like I'll just look at the menu and be like, I kind of fancy that today. But I do like the
Yeah. Change up.
balls with the sweet and sour sauce. And
Yeah, I
probably,
do love sweet and sour chicken.
yeah, and like some sort of chow mein or something.
It really depends on where you're getting it from as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I can't
Definitely.
have rice from like Chinese places and stuff. I have a weird rule for my health that I have to see rice being cooked, because if you reheat rice, it gets loads of bacteria and stuff in it. So I can't have like rice from Chinese and stuff because I can't trust them to be cooking the rice fresh. So when I go to Chinese, I literally have prawn crackers and prawn toast. all the dishes are like rice based, and I'm just like, well, I can't have any of it, so I'll just have the prawn crackers that come free. I'm a cheap date because I don't drink alcohol either, so water and prawn crackers.
I was gonna say that now that you've said that, I'm like, yeah, probably the amount of times I've had food that's just been sitting there for like way too long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Quite disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hannah from the Clockwork Reader is Erin
Yeah.
Morgenstern stan as well.
I think that's where I first heard about them.
Yeah, me too. Ages ago, I remember, like, yeah.
I had to take my dog out. She won't be honest.
Oh.
I love how dogs are like so funny.
I know.
Like they know how to play you, don't they?
Yes. Oh my god. I'm like, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
It's like I can't tell Kiwi off because she'll just growl at me and like bark. Whereas if Tom's telling her off, she'll just go and like run away. Yeah, I can't be stern with her apparently.
Yeah, my dog will just sit and not like come when we call her unless we go into this one cupboard where her treats are. And as soon as she hears that cupboard opening, she comes running.
Of course she does.
She got you wrapped around your little finger.
Oh my god. Oh, I love them. Too young to read Sarah J. Maas. I read them when I was pretty young.
I don't feel like the Throne of Glass books really have anything really that I feel like any age could.
Yeah,
You're like
Are they
13
not
probably.
funny?
there's
Or is
like
that the other ones? It's because I've heard some of them are steamy, but I don't know if it's those ones or if it's the Court of...
Cotton Thorns and Roses are new adult, I would say,
I
or
read
adult
the
even.
book in that, I was like, wow, like that. Because the first one isn't that steamy or anything like that, and then the second one is. To be fair though, Throne of Glass isn't too bad, but then that is like, I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2 books where there is a bit of things happening.
A bit of things.
To put it lightly.
It's nothing that like.
It's not a Court of Mist and Fury bad.
Yeah,
I guess it depends on like what age you actually are, because if obviously she's 14.
Not yet 14.
Oh.
But I really want to. My sister says that when I'm 14, I might be mature enough. It's the next comment down.
Yeah, sorry, I'm behind.
Yeah, I feel like 14 is like a fine age to read Throne of Glass. I feel like you could enjoy
the first one. The first one and
definitely the first one, yeah.
But then again, I don't want to tell you to read it.
Yeah, I don't want to like tell people that
Like obviously just do what feels good for you. Like obviously I was reading some stuff. I shouldn't have.
The best.
Oh my god, lives always make me hungry because I feel like we always...
Yeah, no, I really want a Chinese now.
So do I. But they can't get to my house because of the snow.
Oh no!
Can't order one.
Literally, I had a pizza the other night, and then tomorrow, because it's Valentine's Day, I think me and Tom are just gonna have like a curry or something. But now I'm like, oh, I could have a Chinese tonight, but that means I've had a takeaway like 3 nights.
Do it.
Really not.
Treat yourself.
Like that's literally all I'm saying to myself during lockdown, and it's so bad because nothing's. I'm just like, yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not spending money on going out, so
that's what I was just about to say. Like that's always my justification. I'm like, well, I'm spend like 50 quid like on a night out, and it's just like,
yeah, I used to spend so much money, but like that's the thing now where I'm like, I said I'm on a book bank ban, but I'm like, does it really matter if I buy stuff? Probably not, because it makes me happy, and we are in a pandemic, so I want to eat takeaways, I want to read. Ooh.
Nice.
I've never tried tofu. It kind of scares me.
I haven't had McDonald's in so long, and I keep seeing their adverts. So I'm like, I could do with McDonald's right now, but I literally haven't had one in probably about a year and a half.
I had like 2 last week.
Yeah, I'm bad. It's not me. There's someone that's just like, oh, do you want to just get a Mackey's? And I'm like, no, we have food in the house. And then he's like, yeah, but I really fancy one. And then I'm like, oh, you can have one, but you will not have one, so I have to have one. Oh, it's so bad. Don't get into a relationship.
literally all you do is eat. Like in a relationship, it's like, so do you want to get food now?
I would be so much healthier, and I would have so much more money if I was single.
100%.
Joking, I love you, Tom. Yeah, just have a look, and then if you feel comfortable reading that sort of stuff, then do. But, that's the thing, isn't it? Where if you're producing content, you're not sure what age groups are watching.
Yeah,
I've looked at my statistics, and they all seem to be like 18 to 24 is the main statistic. But then they're not going to, when you're on such a low subscriber count, they're not going to count like the 0.00% of. So you might have like 1 or 2.
Yeah, I wasn't too like. It's never something that popped up in my head until Charlotte started commenting and was like, "Oh, I don't know if I would be able to read this," and then I was like, "Oh my god, like, don't read that."
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm pop and stuff at the minute, which is like high fantasy, a lot of stuff going on, and I'm like, yeah, don't read stuff like that.
Yeah.
Have you had salt and pepper prawns?
No, but they sound amazing. Oh my god. Next time I order a Chinese, I'm gonna see if they have them. Oh, I want them so bad now.
Fair enough. As long as you like what you're reading. Right?
Exactly.
I'm jealous, Nina. What are you doing?
You know what? It's sad because you actually can't have one. Like, even if you could, you genuinely can't.
Try and make your own. I guess you can't go out to the store and get the ingredients.
No.
I
just
like gave you a little bit of glimpse of hope and then crushed
Yeah,
it.
and then just away.
just for context to everyone in the chat, India's currently snowed in completely, so she can't leave her house.
Great.
I'm just looking at the newest
Oh,
comment
okay.
about India. I'm sorry, India, but all I can think of is Katie Hopkins going, India is the geographical.
Literally, so many people always bring that up, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be associated with this.
Oh my gosh, that is the funniest thing though. Like the amount of times I've watched that interview and just gone,
It's just hilarious though.
oh.
Did you see when that YouTuber got her to flew her out to Prague to win a fake award? I
Yeah.
fucking love that video. Josh Peters, is it Josh?
Oh, I can't remember.
He's
who
like
it
friends with
was.
like Joe Slug and all that, like that
Yeah.
group of YouTubers. Flew her out to Prague to win a fake award, and behind like the presentation screen when she was like saying thanks and stuff, there was a great word to describe her. I won't say it on a live because of different ages of audience, but yeah.
But she had no idea. She was genuinely like, thank you so
You're
much.
so
for that."
oblivious.
Oh, that's all great.
Oh, that's so
Just-
funny though.
Just type into Google like Kate Hopkins like fake award and you'll find it.
I will be doing that later. Oh, I need to see this. Oh, I do love a good Mackey's breakfast.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan, but I think it's because I used to work there, and the smell of the eggs when they were making them in the morning was like, especially if you were hungover from the night before, it was just.
Oh,
No.
To be fair, I don't get it often, so I think like when I do get it, it's nice. But I
Yeah.
don't eat it like. I was gonna say every
Yeah.
day. Eat it. Well, every day.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, I want one of these.
I've
Oh,
got my.
Yeah, I saw you wearing that the other night, and I was like, that looks so comfy.
so cozy.
Honestly, like you can't get me out of it. It's so cozy.
I feel like my dressing gown does like the same sort of thing because the hood is actually huge.
Oh my god,
Like proper.
that is
So it does the
amazing.
same sort of thing. It just doesn't have like the pockets. It just have to
Yeah.
keep like wrapping it around. But it is huge. I love it.
It does look really comfy.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I
No,
love KFC and McDonald's, so
McDonald's.
I just love like the chips and gravy from KFC. Like I do that all day.
Whenever you get a good KFC and the chicken's actually crunchy,
Yeah.
whenever it's good. But whenever you get the KFC and it's like the chicken's kind of like hard and like
And the gravy's watery.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ugh.
Not worth the money.
nope.
yeah, it is quite expensive for what it is. But
It
normally
is.
I get a little snack box, which is like £2. So I love life. Oh, we've seen
Oh,
this
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel for you.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Oh wow.
Sad life. It's just because, like, on top of the pandemic, it's just so, like, literally, I
Yeah.
cannot leave my house, and it's just like, I don't like it.
Oh, it's horrible. Oh, I was gonna say, like last night I could barely sleep because it was so windy, and you know the wind that's like freezing cold as well. So like I had to take the dog out, and I was like in the conservatory just watching her because I was like, I'm not standing outside.
The price can blow away.
Oh,
I know.
bless her. Yeah, she's like a black dog as well, isn't she? So I have to have a torch just to make sure I can see.
Oh.
Yeah, it was so cold. It's horrible.
Nice. I'm so hungry now.
I think I'm having a spaghetti and meatballs for dinner tonight.
Oh, that's like my go-to. I love it.
Yeah,
It's
I'm excited.
I love how all three of us along the top just went.
See, I was reading that comment. I don't think we have that in UK, do we?
Yeah.
Do we? That's how long I haven't been at McDonald's for.
To be fair, I wasn't too keen on them because I had them last year for like Pancake Day, and they're just not great.
The last time I had them, one of mine was like really hard as well, as if it had been like overcooked or something. But I'm pretty sure they do them in the microwave. So I was like, well,
Oh,
I don't know.
no.
I'm not a fan.
So
So
I'm a fan, sorry. Oh,
Yay.
I really want them. I've looked at the like Udi ones though, yeah, and they're like £80.
Like 60 quid. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some that are more expensive than others, but the one I was looking at, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
no.
I want one of the Friends ones, but I can't justify the money.
Same. I saw it and I was like, I want that so bad. But yeah, it was like 70 quid or something. And I was like, no.
Well, I saw that they were doing sales, so I was like, well, I'll have a look, and it was still £60, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
Expensive. I got one of them for Christmas, and they are
Oh,
so good, but I would not have paid for it myself.
No.
yeah.
I remember you wearing it. I'm sure it was like in a video or something, and I was like, oh, it looks so nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a great present.
That time where that was all I was wearing because I was like, it's cold.
Yeah.
That's me at the minute, though. I genuinely live in my dressing gown, except for when I'm filming or on a live, and I'm like, I can't rock up. I'm sorry, Rachel. I can't rock up.
I rock up to work meetings in my dressing gown. If it's just like a team meeting with my my fellow designers, I'll rock up in a dressing gown.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so nice.
I have quite a chilled office when it comes to even like one-to-ones with my managers. I'll be in a dressing gown. They don't care.
That's so funny.
To be fair, though, I think I went on a live show the other day with like my little Stitch hoodie because I just was not asked. I just wanted to become.
Yeah.
Mine's is from Groupon. Just
Really?
yeah. So they were selling them for like 20 quid or something on Groupon. They might still have them. So if you want to look on Groupon, get a wee deal.
So greedy. Yeah, I'm like this.
Same.
It's bad when you like cook your own food as well because I've realized how big my portions are. Because you know it says like for 4 to 6, and then Tom and I just eat the whole thing, and we're like,
Yeah.
But there we are.
Oh.
Yeah. It's so true. What's happened?
I know, it's horrible. Hi. Stop. I'm so pleased with this.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
£35 for me is still like quite expensive.
Yeah. I think 20 quid I could justify by myself.
Yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
would.
That's the only reason I got mine, because I saw that and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, interesting.
I always sit in a blanket in my meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always have one on like my bottom half, like now, where they
Yeah.
can't. I'm always cold, but yeah, it's because I'm training to be a teacher, so I have to kind of look respectful in a way, which is a shame. Just started snowing there. Oh, it snows on and off here at the minute. It's like so cold though. I just wish it would like all come at once and then leave.
Yeah.
Teacher told us we had to be wearing a hat for the morning meeting.
Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah. I have Cookie Monster pajama trousers that I literally live in.
Oh,
Yeah, they're the comfiest thing.
cute.
Got called out for.
Should we do one at 1:45, and then we'll do one?
Yeah.
How long would you like?
I'm easy.
Half an hour, 45, an hour.
45?
45?
Yeah, 45 might be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, a big sprint.
Yeah.
I always do half an hour because then I can add it easily and see what time it will be on the clock.
Yeah.
So we'll continue now.
Half past.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw your little face being like,
Literally, when I'm teaching kids maths in school, I'm like, have the answer all in front of me. I'm like, yeah, well done.
I couldn't do that. Not a chance. I would be just as bad as them.
Yeah, I'm like, I get really anxious before it. Like the language stuff, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But then as soon as it's the maths, I'm like, have I written the correct answer in? You know, when I do my little PowerPoint and move it and show the answers, I'm like, what if it's wrong? Like the stress. Oh, Chloe says, I keep dipping in and out of these, still studying. You got
It's
this.
going okay, yeah.
We are sprinting now as well if you want to
Yes.
read or study. Whatever helps.
I'm gonna go get food because
Yeah.
I'm starving now after that whole conversation.
Yeah, I want a cup of tea because I'm cold, so I will probably go get one. Maybe some snacks as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
You'll see me munching in a minute.
Yeah.
Right, see you in a bit. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
That's everyone. I read about 30 pages again.
Nice.
I didn't
Thank
read that much,
Oh no.
but it's because like I'm annotating, but like every single page, like no joke, I'm like I really am not liking the like every heart of doorway. Like I have actually
no.
so many issues with this that like I don't know how other people haven't noticed this. Like it's actually really really annoying me.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Wait, is that every
So
heart of
in-
door?
Yeah.
India now wants to read it.
Well, I really wanted to read it before, but yeah,
I
now
just-
I need to.
It just feels so forced, like the writing style just to me, like it's as if like she's trying to put in like as if she's done like an English literature degree and kind of put in these small kinds of hints towards things that are really, really, really obvious, as if she's trying to like show off, but then also kind of putting in, for me, like one of the characters are asexual, and and also I think there's like a trans character from what I can gather, and it just feels as if it's like the token kind of thing, like trying to be like, oh, I'm so forward thinking, kind of like we accept, you know, all genders here, or like all kind of people here or whatever, but it's kind of like it just feels like
Look at me, I'm a good person, I'm putting this in here rather than actually.
it's not woven, like it's not put into the story where it makes sense and it like feels good, like a normal, like it doesn't feel like it's just that's the way the character is, but it feels like I'm putting that in there because I'm amazing and look at me, like that's how it feels. So I've made loads of notes on like why I think this, but yeah,
I'm so intrigued.
No, I'm intrigued because I hate that as well. I hate when you read a book and, like you said, it's like the token character, and it's not to like it's not put into the story properly. It's just generally seems to be like they're putting in to say, "Look, I'm a good person," like for their own benefit rather than for anyone else's. I don't know.
Yeah, I find that sometimes.
Yeah.
And one of the characters went, because like the kind of know the way they go in, there's doors and they go into different worlds. One of the characters went into like an underworld kind of world, like so like she was with like the Prince of Death and stuff or whatever, which is like interesting, but like Sean Maguire like will not shut up about pomegranates, and it's just like, okay, I get it, you're referring to, you know, or whatever, like it's really obvious, you know what I mean, like you can stop talking about pomegranates now. I get it, you know, like you can stop. And it's just oh it's just so harsh.
I love that. I have read them, but I listened to the audiobooks for them, but it was quite a while ago now, and I think I was just trying to read them for the sake of it, you know, because
that's exactly what I did.
I was like, oh, I'll just read them. Then I wasn't actually paying attention to it. Like I can't remember a single thing. I can't remember which story is which or what actually happened.
Yeah. I think I listened to about half of the first audiobook and was like, I don't know what's going on, and I'm like you, literally just reading it for the sake of it. So I'm just going to give up. So I haven't continued, obviously.
I feel like it could have been a really nice children's book, but she also kind of throws in like swear words and like stuff that's just like, oh, it's not just necessary. Like children, like they're like teenagers, but they act like children, but they also don't, and they're saying things that are like kind of, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, what age are they? And like kind of like make them consistent, please. Is this a children's book or is it not? Like it's really odd.
When I read them, I was a bit, I don't know, I didn't want to say like I didn't want to read them, but I feel like I wasn't as in love with it because like loads of people loved these books.
Yeah.
But I wasn't, like, I liked them for what they were, but like I said, like I couldn't tell you anything about them. They were just like convenient. So I don't actually remember anything, to be fair. So I'll be interested to hear your wrap up.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear your
I'm
wrap
thinking
up.
about making like a whole video on it. If it's not like this,
go in
every single line. Like it's just because I have like tab every single line I hate. Like she uses like just really awful similes for things that like barely make sense. Just like you didn't need that line. Like there was this line where it's like, and it sounded like his voice was aching like flesh aches around a knife, and it's just like I can think of many things that ache, but flesh around a knife isn't one of them that will come into my head first. Like, do you know what I mean? Many things ache, but a flesh around a knife just like what was the need for that?
You really don't like this book, do you? You look so angry.
Oh, I've got one. I said like this character had an Oklahoma accent, thick as peanut butter spread across a slice of toast. Right? That's
Why do you need to spread across the slice of toast? Like peanut butter was enough.
Yes. Yeah. Why does it have to be spread across toast? That's a very long line. Like you could have cut that out, right? And oh my god, there's another bit, right? Oh, geez. It's actually really me. Like,
So, hi guys, welcome to Baraka's rant on Every Heart Way.
Right, and like
she's so animated.
Somebody had very bright trousers, right, or something, or a very bright dress, and it says it was shockingly bright, much like the sun. It hurt Nancy's eyes. Why much like the sun? Could it not just why much like the sun? Like we all know the sun's bright. It's just so cringy. Why did you need to have much like the sun? It's just terrible. I hate stuff like that. It's just like, oh, I'm such a fancy writer, and I know that like nonsense worlds. Oh, look at me! I kind of know that Alice in Wonderland. I'm going to put this in here, you know. And it's just like, oh, it just drives me.
I cannot wait for this video. By the way, I feel like it's going to be so entertaining.
Oh my days.
Oh, I'm hoping that the book gets better, because then I'll be like, okay, sometimes that happens where the book starts out and then you start to like the characters, or you kind of ignore the kind of awful writing. But like, it's just like, why do you have to like try to act like you're this fancy writer and you're going to put in just like the peanut butter spread across the and it's just like, that's not good. That's just terrible.
And it's not even that long of a book to get better. Like, how far through it?
I am 47 pages, 48 pages through.
You've got
only about 100 pages left.
It's 47 pages.
Is actually like, no, in fact, I'm exactly on page 50.
Look how unimpressed you look.
You're gonna have so much to say.
I'm gonna have so much to say. I'm gonna go full on in on this one.
Oh my god, my cheeks are genuinely hurting because I'm
not actually anger in me now. I don't even know why. It's not that bad, but it just irritates. That kind of writing just really, that's one thing that will send me.
It was like this bit and this bit. Oh, I've got another bit.
It's just.
Oh my
You're on mute.
Yeah, I just realised. Like this thing you would write when you were doing like your GCSE like English creative writing exam or something.
Yeah.
You're
like,
I'm
gonna throw
trying to get extra words in. Get your word count out.
A simile in there. That's 1 mark.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just imagining them like marking an essay where they put a tick and then put good simile beside it.
In red.
Oh, yeah. This just reminded me. There's this bit as well where somebody says like 3 words beginning with S in a row, and then the girl goes, "Oh, you're using a lot of alliteration. Guess we're going to be friends after all." And then like actually,
why?
Like, just, actually nearly threw up.
Oh my god.
That was the best tangent we've been on. I love that.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Oh my
How's
god.
my sister Jodie, Carys?
I'm on page like 60 of it. I'm enjoying it so far, actually. There's nothing like completely problematic so far. Although there was this bit where she was talking about like getting her ears pierced, and her parents were like, "At least it's not a nose ring or a tattoo." And I was like, that was my parents to me when I got my nose pierced. Shit went down.
Oh really?
Yeah, I wanted my nose pierced, and my parents were like, "I would disown you." Like, obviously they wouldn't, but like,
yeah.
I have a great story about that. But
do you know?
Yeah, I went to go get my tattoo in 2016, and I was going with my ex-boyfriend. He was driving me all the way up to Manchester to get it done because that was the tattoo artist I wanted to go to. And literally, when I told my parents the night before, because I knew they were going to absolutely hate me for it. And the morning that I left to go, my mum legitimately texted. I probably should be saying this on the internet. I hope you crash.
absolute silence, like tumbleweed.
Like, she was like, you've ruined this family, we're never going to be the same again. My dad wrote a whole poem about how disappointed he was in me. I was just like,
That's so dramatic. Like, that's actually
That is
so dramatic.
Are you all okay now?
yeah, we're all fine now. I didn't break the family, don't worry.
Yeah.
We're all good.
God,
I was
I've
just
never...
like, this is like, my parents absolutely hate tattoos. They're very like conservative in that way. They think I've ruined my body, that I'll regret it in like 6 years' time. Was it down to the fact that I used to love tattoo fixes? Like, that's a whole thing. But like, I got a Disney tattoo of literally like the castle in like a heartbeat, like on my rib cage. Like, it is something that I will want forever because I will never not love Disney.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I got this like weird shit thing from a drunken night out. Like, I wanted it for like 2 years before I got it. I thought about it. I went to a great tattoo artist. Like, yeah. It's just, my parents were like,
yeah, and it's a cute one that you can't even see.
yeah, exactly.
My parents are the complete opposite. Like, my mum was a punk when she was younger, so she's just like, yay, everyone.
Well, I remember it was like my 16th birthday, I think, and I got like these two done. You probably can't see them, but I was just in Chester and I was like, I really want to get some piercings. And I literally phoned my mum and I was like working myself up. I was like, oh, she's going to hate me. I was like, Mum, can I get my ears pierced? She was like, yeah. Really? She's like, yeah.
Do what you want?
I was like, you sure? Yeah. Oh, okay. And then I just went there. It was like so random because I thought she'd be quite like, oh, are you sure? Like, she was just like,
my parents kind of like, they don't mind like anything on my ears or anything. Like, if I wanted loads of ear piercings, they'd be like, yeah, whatever. But tattoos and nose piercings, it's like, no. So it's like really, really weird. Like, I think
Sorry, continue.
Oh no, that's it. I mean,
I thought you were still going. I thought I'd gone over it. No, I was just gonna say, when I got my nose pierced like 2 weeks later, my mum went and got hers done because she liked it so much.
Nice, that's so
my
cute.
sister wants her nose pierced right now. My mum's like, yeah, go on, because I thought, you know, like that's a bit more extreme, like for her as well, because I don't think she even has her ears pierced. But like it would suit her, and me and my mum were like, yeah, it would suit her. Like if I asked for it, she'd probably be like, you sure?
No,
But,
exactly.
yeah, I don't know what she'd be like if I had a tattoo though. Probably the same. She's probably just like, yeah, whatever, it's your life.
I didn't tell my parents that I got a tattoo. Well, my dad didn't care, but I didn't tell my mom for like literally 2 years. And then I was just on holiday or somewhere with them once, and obviously had like a bikini on, and my tattoo's like at the top of my ribs, and she saw it.
Same, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's something that I've had for 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, when I got
I have to.
He was like, she called it a mutilation, was the word.
Like,
That's
when
savage.
we go on holiday as a family, I have to wear one pieces because my mum will not look at my tattoo.
Really?
Oh my god.
Is it still like a sore topic then?
It's not as much anymore, but my mum will still, like, when it first got done, if like she even saw like a glimpse of it, if I like wore a sports bra or something and I didn't put a t-shirt on top, she would literally just walk away and not talk to me. Yeah, but my dad's got over it. But my mum is still a little bit sensitive. She's not as bad as she was, but it has been like 5 years now. So, but yeah, I can't get another one while I still live here. I do want another one. I want another like 2, but yeah, not while I live at home.
But like, I'm so indecisive about like where I want it. Like, I have like 2 or 3 ideas that I really, really do love. But one, I'm like scared of needles, so I don't know how that is going to work out. And then, yeah, I'm always like, oh, I could have it here, but then I could have it there. And then people go like, oh, no, it hurts there. And I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, that's my only issue is placement as well, because I don't know where. That's why I haven't got them kind of yet. It's because there's 2 that I want, but the only place I like tattoos, my favorite place on my body would be the rib cage, and I don't want like loads in the same place.
Yeah. I've got like a blue rose sort of thing with like a crescent moon thing that I really like, and I'd have that on my rib cage. But then I also want like, have you seen the like dragon on the cover of The Hobbit, like the illustration of it? I want that on my foot. But like, I feel like the foot is going to be the worst place ever.
I've got
rib
one
cage
on my
was pretty
foot.
painful. Have you?
It's like I don't even know. I don't know if I can show you because my foot needs to be way up here. But like, it's tiny. I got it when I was on holiday. It's like a little turtle.
Oh,
Oh, cute.
It's one of those like all one line, like.
I like.
Oh yeah.
I would show you, but it's going to be awkward. So I'll send you a photo.
Yeah,
it's quite cute.
I want, but like, I'm
Sorry,
really
one sec, guys.
You okay?
Wah. Yeah, sorry. I went on your video to comment to Emma because she asked where I got it. So I've gone on your video on a different page. It's all confusing. Don't you mind me? But
Yeah, I was gonna say I really want a load of Lord of the Rings ones, or like one nice one somewhere that isn't my foot, but like I can't find like a nice design. They're all the same sort of thing, and there's none that I'm desperately wanting. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to get one just in case. But yeah, it's a bit of a, I don't know. I really do want some, but
I'll see if I can find a photo of mine.
yeah, I was going to try and find a photo of mine.
I'll start going through the comments a bit. Oh my god, this one's funny. My main character just said, I sit at the back of the bus listening to Artist because I'm a goddamn hipster. I was ready to do
Oh my god.
No.
Oh, I hate stuff like that. Not Percy Jackson, yeah.
There you go.
Do you know what I hate now? Like every time I read it, I actually cringe. Is the whole I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding. I swear every book has that, and
Yeah.
every time I'm like, oh no. Like,
I feel like some authors
It
just
comes up more and more as well now.
think of it.
it was in Battle Royale, and I was like, really? I did not expect that from you. Like,
I expected better.
I was going to say, I don't think that was the last sprint. I know Emily's joining in a minute as well, so we will probably stay on for a while. If anyone does need to go, feel free. But yeah. Oh, I love that. I always would like the heartbeat ones with like something in it.
Yeah.
I really like
that.
don't think it's kind of wait.
Oh,
I like
I love that.
oh,
really
so
cute.
cute. Oh wait, that way.
Yeah.
So cute. I love it. It's like my little friend that's with me everywhere.
I love that. It's just nice, isn't it? Like a nice simple one, but like it's
Yeah.
really nice.
Because I used to always be like, I'll never get a tattoo unless it means a lot to me. But now I kind of just like the little simple ones that are just nice. Like,
Yeah, cute,
it's your
yeah.
body. Do what you want with it. Like,
Preach.
yes.
That's me. That's like, oh no, I'm scared of everything, so I just won't do it. 24 pages, bro.
Nice.
Any reading done by me.
Pancakes. Oh, I can't wait for pancake day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I'm gonna attempt to do some, but like I haven't tried to make pancakes in a while, so they're probably not gonna taste nice.
Yes.
I literally have them for breakfast every Saturday, but I'm still like pancake day. I'm ready for
Yeah. Oh, my nan used to make some for us. She'd make like a big stack for everyone, so there'd be like a plate for each of the grandkids with like a massive stack of pancakes. So we'd go to her house after school, and it was literally the best thing. And she made the nicest ones as well. So now, no matter how many times I try and make pancakes, they just won't live up to it.
Yeah.
Page 243 of the Black Flamingo.
So happy you're loving it.
I know. So good.
I'm gonna have to listen
Oh
to it.
yay! That's so exciting.
Didn't read anything, but managed to edit and post a book review. Nice.
That's quite good. Nice.
Wow, another 60 pages.
That's impressive.
Ooh. Don't listen it. You're gonna be triggered every time it comes up.
No, I finished my
Living for this run.
It probably is, honestly. I would be.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's for you, Rachel. My parents hate tattoos, but my mum actually ended up paying for my third. Ooh.
Yeah, my parents won't change their mind. I wish, but I commented back, I think, on that one. I went to a
Yeah.
girl called Liv Frost. That's fine, no worries.
Oh, that's so nice. I love this.
Cool, I love that.
I really want to. That's the one thing that I'm worried about. Is I want to find a really good quote to put on my ribs, but I want it to be the right quote because you can only do it once, and then what if it's the wrong quote?
I've flicked between a few quotes, but I want a quote as well. And I finally, in 2019, found the quote I wanted, and then I was like, I didn't get it. I didn't really want it, and knew that I wanted it as a tattoo until last year. Yeah, it's a country song lyric, and it's always remember you young, and it's from my granddad because he passed away last year from Alzheimer's. So he was gone before he was gone. So it's like I'll always remember you young, like when he was like 70, when he was like playing with us and stuff. So I want that, and I think my parents might allow me that one because it's for my granddad. But yeah, that's the one I really want next. But I don't know where I want it because I'd say my rib cage, but I can't have like one tattoo and one that I think that's so I'd have to figure out where I would get it.
It's another one of my issues is like I have all my piercings on like one side. Like I've got 2 there and I've got like 4 here. And if I had a tattoo, I'd want it on this side as well. And I feel like I just look off balance on one side. But like, yeah, I feel like weird having it the other side. I don't know.
But, yeah,
I get that.
Because I just see myself like half of me would be like piercings and tattoos, and the other one would be like average girl.
You feel one woman play.
I did the same thing because I'm sure I got this one up here first. And then I was like, I should put my nose ring on the other side then and balance things out. But then when I thought about it, I was like, no, my nose ring needs to be on. Wait, yeah, same side. I was like, yeah, and I was like, no, I want it on that side. So everything's on the same side.
Yeah, it's just weird, isn't it? But yeah, I keep thinking like I have to have like more piercings or something to like balance it out because it's just gonna look so strange. My rook helix and days pierced at uni. My mum hated them, but a year on, my younger brother got a tattoo, kept it secret for 9 months. Oh my god. Like I'd be so bad at like keeping secrets.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah.
Like, I just like I'd say stuff and I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that.
I can't lie, I really struggle with it. I just feel like it's written all over my face.
I cannot lie. I get like intense guilt.
Yeah,
same.
Like really bad.
When I bought the puppy, I was like, I can't tell anyone yet because like in case something happens, and as well like in case they get angry at me. But then I was filming a Snapchat video and I sent it to like my brother, and there was just a big bag of puppy food in the corner, and we hadn't got it. And he messaged me straight away. No one else noticed this bag of puppy food except for him, and he was like, "What's that?" And I was like, please don't tell mum yet because I want to tell her. But then my brother's the type of person that would just tell her. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, 5 minutes later, FaceTiming mum, being like, "Mum, I'm getting a puppy." And my brother did tell her as well, even though I asked him not to. So it's good that I sort of got in there first. I know. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, I FaceTimed her and I set this all up. I was like looking really like, "Oh, mum, I have something to tell you." And she was like, "Are you pregnant?" I was like, "No, it's fine. I'm just a puppy."
Smooth transition.
I always make her think like the worst, and then it's never as bad.
Yeah,
that's a good tactic.
Ribs hurt so much I almost passed out.
Yeah, the ribs were a painful place to get your first tattoo.
I do want a rib one. So
it looks so nice there, though, doesn't it? Like
yeah.
Like
I love when you're like people wearing a bikini and they've got a nice tattoo that just pokes out from underneath. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
that looks nice.
Yeah, unless your parents make you wear a one piece.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't gone on holiday with just my boyfriend yet. That's one of the reasons why I cannot wait.
Yeah,
wear a one piece.
Finally wear a bikini.
Yeah. It's the small things.
That's the tattoo place.
Yeah.
It's
interesting. Yeah.
Water suits with 2 more plants.
That's cute.
That's cute. Me and my mum want to get matching tattoos. But
my flatmates did that, and they both wrote like they each wrote like the same sentence that they wanted like in their own handwriting. And so then like one had it in their handwriting, the other one had it in the others.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, it was really cute.
Oh
But no,
no.
not to waffles are better than pancakes.
No, see, I could get on board with that, I think.
I like waffles, but like pancakes are always going to be on top.
The only waffles that are superior to pancakes are Mickey and Stitch shaped waffles that you can get in Walt Disney World.
I've never well,
I was like,
one of the reasons I want to go to Disney is for the food. Like when I went,
It's so good.
yeah, I went to Disneyland Paris when I was like 7 at Halloween, so I don't actually remember anything. But I really wanted to do the Disney College program, but I met Tom, and so I didn't actually end up going, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
But I really want to.
Yeah, it was like the best experience of my life, I think. Doing the
what's a
college
mini
program.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I did it in 2019. I was in I went out June 15th, came back. My work experience finished on August 22nd. I then had a 2-week holiday of my family because they came out because we're all Disney fanatics. And then Hurricane Doreen came and me and my boyfriend's flight got cancelled and we had to stay another 5 days. So in total in 2019, I was in Walt Disney World for exactly 3 months. And it was like the best experience of my life. I worked in quick service in Animal Kingdom and Flame Tree Barbecue, and literally my heart,
That was my
literally, it was,
yeah, like
it was so
even
good.
Tom, I was like, I really want to apply, and he was like, do it. But then it was like we had to buy a flat and stuff like that, and so I was like, I don't want to
It's so expensive.
pay for it and then leave. And it was just like my heart that I didn't actually do it because that was definitely something I wanted to. My friend's sister actually went. She's like a year older than me, and she went, and I could see all the posts, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was horrible because I applied in 2017 to go in 2018. You know, you do it like a year away from when you'd actually fly out. I didn't get that year, and I was absolutely heartbroken. I thought my dreams were like crushed forever, and then I applied because you can only apply when you're at uni.
Yeah, and you have to have been there for a year, and you have to be there for a year or something, isn't it?
You can go after you've graduated, you just have to be there for a year, and you can only apply while you're still at uni. So basically in a 3-year course you only have 2 times to apply because you have to be there a year before you can apply. So this was my last chance when I applied for the second time, and I was like, I have to get it. And luckily for some miracle I managed to get in, and it was like the best experience of my life. Like I wish I could go back and do it all over again.
You have to like pay to go, like how does it work?
Yeah, basically you pay for everything. So the interview for the UK participants, you go through a job recruitment agency called Yummy Jobs, and you basically have to pay for everything. So you have to pay to get to your first interview, and then the next interview, if you get through, is at Hammersmith, the Disney Studios in Hammersmith. So then you have to pay, depending on where you are. So if you're like Rhiannon and you live in Wales, you have to pay for hotels and travel to get down there. Luckily for me, I'm just in London, so I could just get to the underground, and it was like £7 for me. It wasn't an issue, but people were coming from Scotland and Ireland and Wales, and like it's expensive. And then you have to pay for your criminal background check, you have to pay for your visa, you have to pay for like Disney have to get a Pacific Health insurance. You have to pay for that one because I have a different medical issue that didn't cover by Disney's. I had to pay for 2 medical insurances. I have to pay for my flights out there. I got there like 4 days before. I had to pay for my hotel and stuff. I saved about $3,000. I spent it all, and I came back with 18p in my bank. It's expensive. It is expensive.
You do pay for like the experience. Like if you want to do that, you know, like you want to do that. Do you know what I mean? Like
exactly.
I would have done that just to have that experience, because
if I had the money, I would do that 100%. But I just don't.
The thing is, Disney pay you like a normal wage. You get $10 an hour, like it's standard, like American wage. But because you're there for an experience,
you want to spend.
It's cheap labor because you get paid by Disney weekly, and guess what? You spend it on food in the parks. You spend it on merchandise. You spend it on everything but what you really should be spending on, which is groceries outside of Disney and stuff. And you have to pay for rent while you're there, so the money that you earn is still going back into Disney for Disney housing. Because you can't go and find your own place. You stay at Disney housing, which is basically university dormitories. So I got like $200 a week, and all of it was spent in Disney. So they pay me, but it's all going back in their own pockets.
Do you have any regrets though? Because I would just be flaunting all my money in that.
The only regret I have is that one day I applied to wake up at 5 a.m. and go and do yoga as the sun rose in front of Animal Kingdom's Tree of Life. I slept in I regret it. That's the biggest regret of my life.
Oh my
I
god.
signed up to do it and everything. I made sure that someone at my work that I worked with was going to give me a lift because Disney transportation buses for college students didn't run that early. So I managed to get a lift and everything, and I slept through. And I'm sad.
That's insane.
No.
All of this talk about Disney is actually making me want to cry because it's actually making me want to go. Like even like thinking about Disney World, like talking about it, like I will start crying. Like I will.
Tom and
Even,
I were planning
especially the fireworks, like I can't even think about it. I will cry.
I was gonna say Tom and I were planning on going, and like it sounds big, but for my 21st, but like we've been together for like 4 years, and we were like we've always wanted to go, so like we'll save, and then as like an excuse we'll call it your 21st or whatever.
Yeah.
But obviously we started planning, and we were like, oh, what can we do? And then we started hearing about COVID, and now I'm like, probably won't go for like 5 years now, but it's fine.
Yeah, it is really sad because we were like, because my whole family's Disney fanatics. Our next trip after our 2019 one was going to go in 2022, just after their 50th wedding anniversary, their 50th like anniversary of the park opening, and that technically happens this year in October. But we were going to like wait for the storm to kind of like pass for like crowd levels and go early 2022. But yeah, COVID's ruined that because my dad lost his job and all that sort of stuff, and we can't really afford to go anymore. I might still go by myself.
I was gonna say though, I know my auntie was meant to take my cousins later on this year, and they've cancelled it for her. So I think they are like trying to keep it a bit more strict. I'm not sure if that was like Paris though. It might have been because I know America's not.
Yeah, the American borders are still shut, so I don't think that UK people will be able to go over to Disney for a long while. I think the next time I'm going to be able to go is at least 2023, but I'm trying not to think of that because it makes me like want to cry because I literally go like every year. Like when me and my family were younger, when me and my sister, my first trip to a Disney resort was when I was 3 months old in Disneyland Paris. I was just born in June, and we went in September for my sister's birthday. And then the first time I went to Walt Disney World was in 2000 when I was 3, and we went pretty much annually until like 2012, and then we went like every couple of years. So it's actually like a part of who I am, and not being able to go in the next like 3 years, because 2021, 2022 have been like 3 years since last going. So not being able to go, I literally want to cry.
That's actually the exact same. That's the exact same as me. Like, it just makes me like, I used to cry myself to sleep. Like whenever I was younger, wanting to go so badly, like thinking about it, I used to come down crying like to my parents about it. Like I loved going so much because we used to go every year, and then obviously there's 6 of us in my family, so it costs a lot for us to go.
Yeah,
and we don't like to go without each other. We have like a rule where we don't go with each other. So like like we had it booked, but we didn't get to go. So it's just like the thought of like going now, I feel like it's been too long since I last went. I was 16. It's been too long, and I just
I can't give it more than 3 years because Disney constantly changes. Like the amount of stuff they were going to do for their anniversary for the 50th, like have like 4 new rides and all this sort of stuff. And I just feel like next time I go, so much is going to have changed.
Yeah,
that I feel like it's going to be a whole new place because Epcot is massively changing, and it's just like, but it's fine. Like obviously health and stuff is more important. But
did you used to watch thingamavlogs and stuff?
What?
There's a channel called Thingamavlogs. So,
okay, like thingamabobs. Yeah.
But they were basically like living in Disneyland, so like Disney World. So every day they'd just go to the parks and like show you stuff, and I was like obsessed, and I'd put them on like religiously day after day, and I honest to God convinced myself like, what 16-year-old me that had like £3.70 as a wage, I was like, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna do this, and then like 5 years later I'm just not.
One day it'll happen when it needs to happen, and like everything happens for a reason. Like I'm clearly not meant to go in 2022, like I always believe that sort of stuff. So maybe that's the year I'm meant to meet JLS because they're constantly again. I believe it. Like it's February, like the concert's meant to start in June. It's not going to happen. Clearly, when I wanted to go to Walt Disney World in 2022, which is March, clearly they're going to reschedule their concert for March, and that is why I can't go to Walt Disney World, is because JLS are going to reschedule their tour for then, and I 100% believe that's why. Because this is so tangent. Oh, I know, but the year I wanted to get into Disney for the first time in 2018, I spent the entire summer in hospital. Clearly wasn't meant to get into Disney that year. And I was clearly meant to go in 2019 because I was the last group of UK participants to go out from like before COVID. So clearly 2019 was the year I was meant to happen. I'm very much a everything happens for a reason person.
Oh my.
It will all happen for a reason. So
Yeah, definitely.
Whenever anything goes wrong in my life, I'm like, no, that's happening for a reason. It's because something good is going to come out of it.
Yeah, I always
Literally.
think that way.
Always.
It is sad though when you sat here though and you're like, oh, I wish I was in Disney right now.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I really like my dream. It sounds awful, but my dream is to go to New Zealand to like Hobbiton
Oh my
And
god, yeah, I can
oh,
imagine.
for years. Like I'm going to do it. And then again, Tom and I were like planning when we could possibly go. Like obviously budgeting and thinking maybe this year, whatever. And now again, it's like no. New Zealand's closing their borders for everyone. I'm like, oh,
For so long.
yeah, but
It will happen when it happens.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I still don't have enough money to go to New Zealand.
And we're still young. We have plenty of years to travel.
But that's the thing. It's because I think I'm like, after this year now, I'll be out of education, so I'll be like working full time, and I'll
Yeah,
be
so
working
true.
as a teacher. So it's like I'll only have school holidays off. It's
Peak.
not like at the minute where I can go somewhere in May. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to go like when everyone else is off, and it's going to be like stress,
Expensive, yeah.
expensive, and obviously with COVID, I'm just
Yeah.
skeptical at the minute.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
But yeah, anyway.
Massive Disney chat. I could talk about Disney for absolute hours, so just tell
Oh,
me
yeah,
to
me
shut up
too.
when I talk about it too long.
I can't tell, but like I feel like really weird with some people, you know, when you feel like you can't talk about certain stuff with people because they look at you strange.
yeah.
So I'd be more than happy to as well. Where am I with the comments? Oh, gone. No.
I think we've got called out though. Are we gonna do any more today?
Yeah, we'll do some at 10 past. So yeah, in like 3 minutes.
I'm gonna leave, unfortunately.
Fine.
Rude.
I need to. I'm gonna just spend like the evening with my boyfriend or whatever, and I need to edit before that. And my computer, like my laptop, will explode if I do both at the same time, being online and edit. Like it will explode 100%.
Yeah.
So
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Yeah, I was going to say I was going to jump off as well because I promised my family I would cook this evening, so I should probably make a start. Otherwise, they're all going to be going hungry. Although they did better Chinese without me yesterday, so I shouldn't be
Rude.
Really? I would be reading.
Oh no, thank you for joining though, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I'll
Oh,
see you.
lovely speaking to
See
you.
you soon or whatever. I don't know when the next sprints are. Who knows? But yeah,
Sometime soon.
thank you so much for having me.
It's okay. See you
It was
soon.
a lot of fun.
Bye.
Bye. Whoa.
Oh,
That's way too close for my liking.
oh yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Chloe. It sucks.
Is that where her boyfriend is?
Yeah,
Oh.
I know.
Bad.
It's hard enough. Oh. Hey!
Emily's finally joined. Sorry, Rachel. What were you going to say?
Cramp in my leg. Ugh. I can't remember what I'm saying. If I don't speak my mind as soon as the thought comes into my head, I've forgotten it. It's like my boyfriend's worst pet peeve about me because I talk over him all the time because I know I'm going to lose that thought in my head.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're getting called out. Yeah, we'll do sprints at 10 past. How long do you want them for, guys?
I don't mind, but to be fair, my dinner's usually around 5:30, 6ish. I'll probably, if the sprint goes until like 6, I'll probably have to jump off before you come back on. But don't do it based around me. Just do it whenever, and I'll just message in like the private chat, being like, I have to go now. But
It's fine. What is it? 10 past now. We could do half an hour if you want.
yeah, I'm good with half.
I always feel weird trying to figure it out.
Oh yeah. I feel like I've gone really red. Like I'm quite hot.
It's
look
that
fine.
dressing gown.
Oh, it's really cozy. I know.
There we are. Pop that up. Yeah, that works.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that works. It's fine.
I trust you. You're the teacher.
See,
Yeah.
this is why I feel like I shouldn't be. I had to do my maths GCSE literally in October because I had a C and I needed a B. So I've got a B in maths, but I just like it's like as soon as I don't have to like worry about it anymore, it goes out my head. It's like after every exam, like I will have crammed and studied, and then as soon as the exam's over, I can't remember a single thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like muscle memory, isn't it? As soon as you forget to do it, like you.
Yeah, exactly. As you can see, I can't even tell the time apparently. But, right. Oh, I was looking at a private chat from earlier, but that was like ages ago. Right. Cool. Are we good to sprint for half an hour then?
Let's do it.
Right. Hi. Sorry, I was miles away there.
Don't worry.
Oh, you moved.
Off in that
That's the only thing about not doing a timer. I have to keep checking the clock, and I feel like if I get too engrossed in my book, I'm not going to notice what time it is. So.
But I still haven't figured out how to do the timer properly, so.
I don't like the timer. I've started using the banners. That's my new favourite thing.
I like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Emily, what were you reading, by the way? We just sort of said hi and then.
Oh, yeah.
I'm reading The Wit and Wisdom of Oscar Wilde.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's just a load of quotes from like his plays and novels. So yeah.
Did you finish Dorian Gray?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you like it?
I read it. It's one of my favourite classics now. So
Oh, nice. That's good.
Yeah. How did you guys do?
I'm only half an hour away from finishing my audiobook, so
Yay.
I'll finish that tonight for sure, which is good. I've only finished one book this week, and I know that's like good for some people, but for me, I like completing like 2 books a week, so I need to get this audiobook done.
I'm on a roll. Sorry.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine.
I hate that. I always feel so bad. I'm like, no.
It's me that's talking over people. Go for it.
I do it as well. No, I was just going to say, I'm on a roll at the minute with all my like weekend reading vlogs. I seem to be doing like 2 or 3 books each weekend. So I'm trying to keep it up, but Battle Royale is making that difficult.
Yeah, it's such a
really
big book though. You're technically reading like 3 books in one.
Yeah. Well, I'm on page 400 now of like 600 and something. So
Weekend.
yeah, I'd really like to finish that and start something else, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can finish Throne of Glass and this one. But like I think I read the least amount in that last sprint. I read like 25 pages. I think I'm just a bit distracted, but like I don't know what it is. I feel quite tired, so I'm like skipping over. I have to go back and reread it, which is a bit of a pain. So I'm
I was
like,
doing that.
yeah, I think I might read Throne of Glass tonight. I'll probably join Jodie's sprints for a bit. Just get something done. And that one's always fast.
I think I'll join Jodie's as well, but after our live show, because we've got our Daughter of Smoke and Bone live show tonight.
Oh, do you know what? I wish I'd liked that. But when I first started and I read the first book and really enjoyed it, and then I left it too long between them, so I went to pick up the second book and was just really confused.
Yeah.
And I haven't carried on, so I definitely need to reread it. I should have done for this read along, really. I just didn't.
I think those ones definitely are better for binging, because like one of the things I liked about them was that she didn't do the whole talking for ages about what had happened in the book before at the start of the book. You know, some people do that and you're just like, yeah, no, I've just read it. Like, I know what happened. But it would be a bit more confusing if you have a lot of time between them.
Yeah, I was trying to remember, because there's like not 2 different timelines, but like there's the 2 different plots, isn't there? And I remember it, but not completely. So I definitely feel like I need to sit down and just binge it, because I think I really like it. I loved the first one, but yeah, I just got so confused, and then I was really annoyed.
Yeah, I get that.
So is this the last sprint? Possibly. What do you guys think? You'll have to.
Probably. Yeah, I've got dinner in like 10 minutes, so I'm gonna have to pop off anyway. Whether you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get some dinner and that before our live show at 8. So, yeah, have a little break before I go back on again.
Doing that, I was like, oh, I feel so bad for asking you to be on.
No, do not feel bad.
I
had a great day. Don't you worry. I'm always up for a sprint.
Yeah, I like it. Even if it's just like an hour or 2 as well. I feel like it's just really nice to be able to focus for that time. Because like, like you get so caught up in the day, don't you? And then you don't realize how stressed you are. But it's actually really nice.
Yeah.
I am loving it. It is so good. It's calmed down a bit now. Like there was a lot going on at the start. It's calmed down a bit, and now it's more like sort of strategy stuff and that, but it's still really, really good. I'm really enjoying it.
I want to read it so badly.
I feel like it's one of those books that is what like on so many people's like bucket list, I guess. It's one of those classic books that everyone kind of wants to read before they die, sort of thing. Well, not everyone. If it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. But
it's on those like book lists. So when you type in like best books to read, and it's all
yeah. with like the book thief.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Charles Dickens and all that.
Yeah.
Wait, is there a film for that? Because I feel like I've heard about that.
Yeah, I've heard there is a film, but it sounds like it'd be brutal. Like, some of the things that happen in this, I'm like, I don't know if I'd want to see that on screen.
Oh no, is it that bad?
Some of it is pretty gruesome, yeah.
Ooh.
It's good though.
It's gruesome but good.
Yeah.
Only read 4 pages because I only rejoined a couple of minutes ago. Thanks for rejoining though. You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, 0 pages. I feel like we all did worse in the last sprint. Or I did.
Oh.
And I don't know how, because normally I get better, but yeah. 16? 0 pages. Well, if we can help.
Still productive.
Yeah, that's brill. They don't have to be reading sprints, don't worry. Yeah, I think my goal is like 5 books a month because I feel like that's doable and it's not too much pressure. But if I can do 2 books a week, that's my ideal.
Yeah, that's my. I try and set myself 6 books a month. My boyfriend, when I read 3 books last week, he was like, I thought you were meant to be taking it easy this year. And I'm like, well, yeah, I am. Like, I'm not forcing myself to read like I was last year to try and get to 100 books. But
Yeah.
I'm also at this point, like reading wise, where if I want to read, I want to read. And if I just end up finishing a book, then it's not like I'm going to be like, oh, I said I'm only going to read 2 books a week. So I'm not going to pick up another book this week, even though there's like 5 days left. So,
And if you've got the momentum now, you might as well read while you want to.
Exactly.
I go through such phases where like one week I just want to watch films and I just want to chill and not bother, and then some weeks I'm like flying through all these books and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
43.
Nice.
Only 10 minutes left to stop.
This isn't. Charlotte was reading Angus songs, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure
I can't remember
what this book is.
it is. I feel like she was reading Percy Jackson and then
Oh, okay.
switched to an audiobook of some book, but I'm not sure
Okay.
what it actually was.
Yeah, I'm so bad for trying to remember what everyone's reading.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad.
What we're all reading. Sometimes I'm
I
like,
know.
I want to just go sort of, what are we doing?
Oh, yeah,
To be honest, I'm not even reading that.
Exactly.
I'm not even reading that. So that's fun. Oh, it's Solitaire. Yeah, I agree. It's a stupid book.
Oh, right.
Stupid book.
It's so random. It's just weird. It's just weird. It basically, I'm pretty sure it's the one where this like loads of post-it notes get put around the school, and the main character, our protagonist, is like, oh, I wonder what this is, and it leads her to like the IT room, and then there's this like weird message on the computer, and then like weird stuff starts to happen, and I don't want to spoil the end of the book, but it's just weird.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
It was my least favourite Sosman thing that I've ever read by her.
Yeah, I do want to read some of her books, but yeah, firstly, I don't know where to start, and then I don't.
Love this.
Yeah.
If I ever read one, that'll be the book that I choose. I promise you that. They just look so pretty, though. Have you seen them? Like,
Yeah.
All together, yeah. I did want to own them all, but I only owned Loveless and Radio Silence anywhere. I read Solitaire on ebook as well, and I listened to I Was Born for This as an audiobook. So I only owned Loveless and Radio Silence, but obviously I kept Loveless, but I've unhauled Radio Silence. So,
Nice.
yeah. That's my tea with Alice Olsen.
We've had a lot of tea tonight.
We have. We have.
An Enchantment of the Ravens just arrived.
Nice.
I love getting books through the post. I mean,
You know the reasons for the pen post. Yeah, it is. It's creepy. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. It's creepy.
but not in a good way.
No.
Oh, now I want to read it. What are you talking about?
Well, that's the thing. I don't want to be dedicated like so much time to something if I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like it.
Yeah.
Her books are really easy to read. Like you'll fly through them because the writing's so simple.
Yeah, I think she wrote Solitaire when she was like 16 or something. So she wrote it really young.
Okay.
It's her first release. It's you can tell.
Savage.
I love that. Yeah, I tried reading like a Heartless one online, but I feel like I need like the physical copy to actually get into it, because I didn't know where I was at, and they don't actually like stop, it just like carries on.
Yeah, and she releases new sections every single week on her webcomic. So although if you wanted to really read a past volume 3 of Nick and Charlie as in Heartstopper, you could, but also like you said, it's really difficult to follow online because it just doesn't stop, like rather than like you said in the hardbacks.
Yeah,
I want to hold them. I just like holding them.
Yeah.
I just like the look of them as well. They look like something I'd like, but yeah, I don't know. I find it hard as well if it's on the laptop. Like Kindle, I'm not too bad with reading on, but like if it's on laptop or something, I just get distracted.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely. I think I'm gonna have to shoot off for dinner, but thank you so much for having me last minute. I know I was like, I want to join.
No, it was really nice. It's nicer sometimes if you're able to like hop on as well instead of
yeah, definitely.
because
I've had a really nice afternoon, because this morning started off so bad with my filming. I was just in a shit mood, so this has really cheered me up, so thank you for that. Yay.
Your camera issue gets sorted as well, but
yeah, I'm gonna return it. There's a whole tea on that, but yeah, so
well, enjoy your dinner.
Thank you. I'm excited. And Aston gets revealed on Masked Singer, and he's going live on Instagram for his birthday. So I have this whole day's just been turned around. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
See you.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Well, I was going to say we probably won't stay on for too long now. Anyway, don't worry. To be fair, I didn't think we'd been on for that long, but we've almost been on for 4 hours. So.
I know. It just flies, doesn't it?
I know, like it's completely dark outside now, and I'm like, whoa.
I know. See, we were talking, and because I've got the ring light here, I was like, fine. And then when I went to read, I realised I couldn't see my book, and I needed to turn the light on in the room. Like all around me was dark, and I didn't realise.
Yeah, I think that's the only issue, like with sprints, is because I have my ring light, I get a really bad headache because that light is like right in my face, and then the lighting in my room is awful. So I'm like probably straining. Like,
I came off and I was like, oh my god, my eyes. Like,
no, I literally had my water and I was like, I don't think this is helping because it's literally straining. It's not like a weird headache thing.
I know, I need some of those glasses that are like, what are they called? The ones that
ones.
Yeah,
I know. I've looked on Amazon and stuff, but I don't know if the cheap ones actually work.
Yeah.
How do you tell if they work? Do you know what I mean? So I was like,
I've bought them on Amazon before, and they've not been like they've worked. They're not like amazing, but they've worked in the long run.
Yeah, they probably. Yeah, I suppose.
That's good. I just need to get one with my prescription in as well. That's the only thing. Unless I was wearing my contacts, I guess, but I could not get my contacts in this morning. It just wasn't happening.
I tried to make an appointment to get contacts like last month, but they're literally not taking any until after March because obviously I think the whole touching your face sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know what the last couple of times that I've had to get more, like order more, my like checkups due. So they've just given me like 3 months at a time, and they've spoken to me over the phone saying, is everything okay? Like, are your eyes all right? All that jazz. But I don't know what they're going to do this time because that's now like 6 months overdue. So I don't know if they'll just say you can't have any more until you can come in. I don't know.
Oh, that's a shame though.
We shall see.
Yeah, because I always feel like I need to, well, especially recently, my eyes have gone so bad. Like if I go to the shop or something, I'm like, and Tom's like, what the hell are you doing? Like, but I just hate wearing glasses because
I hate wearing
mask, and then if I want to film, there's always a massive glare, and I'm like,
yeah, like, you can literally see my ring light in my glasses, but
I know. So I did look into it, but yeah, they're not doing it at the minute, which is a bit of a pain.
Oh, that is annoying.
Struggling through it. Are you doing another sprint with the two of you, or was that the last? I don't know. What do you think, Emily? Do you want to do a sprint? Because I know you've missed the start.
I'm happy either way. I don't really mind.
I feel bad if you like come on and only do one sprint, but like
my head's
starting to pound, so I'm not sure. We'll decide later.
No.
Haven't you?
No.
I read it and I wasn't too keen. It's like very overhyped, in my opinion.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah, it's fun if you just want to like sit down and fly through a book really quickly. Like it's very easy to just sort of get through it, but like it's not the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, an unpopular opinion there, I think.
Well, that's what I've been told about Shadow and Bone and that whole series. They
I
said
love
like, oh, did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I read that at the start of last year, but it was like the perfect book for me at the time I was reading it. And literally, I sat down, I think it was like one weekend, and I just flew through them all.
That's what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on reading all three, like, really. I don't know where to do a weekend vlog or a 24-hour vlog and do it as like a challenge to see how many I can read in 24 hours.
Oh,
We shall
that's
see.
Yeah, the second book is probably my least favorite.
Okay.
But like the first one, I think is really interesting because it, you know, you sort of get thrown into this world and everything happens. And then the second one's a bit more like
filler.
Yeah, filler. It's like politics and that, which is fine, but yeah, I don't know. It's not my favorite.
What's the action?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I remember I just flew through them, and it was just like, yeah, just what I needed. So definitely give it a go.
Oh, I will do.
I want to see your vlog. I want to see your thoughts. I've got the blue light filter added to my prescription. Glasses.
Good.
I feel like you don't realize how bad it is for you, but like because this week I've had so much work and like everything's on screens because I'm doing online teaching. Every day I've sat down on my head, like all of here is just hurting and feels so heavy. Like now I feel like, oh my god, I've got this light in front of me and the screen, and I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I was wondering what that was. I was like, does that mean something?
I was like, is this code in Loveless or something? Am I missing it? Oh my gosh.
That's funny. Right, I'm going to head to go have my dinner, but thank you so much for having me.
It's fine. I was going to say we probably finish now anyway because it's like 6. So I will just go through the last comment and then we'll all hop off. Sorry. Yeah, that's the thing. They are really fast reads. Like I would definitely sit down and read them again before 6 o'clock. Do it. Yeah, I don't want to hype it up too much for you because I feel like I'm one of the only people that actually had a good time with it.
I got messages you being like, Rhiannon, what is this? Like, what have you subjected me to?
I will never trust your recommendations again. On Twitter, she's a fraud.
Do not listen to her.
Oh gosh. Right, on that note, I think we're going to end this here. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you for spending the afternoon with me. I wasn't sure if people would show up for afternoon sprints, but it seems like people have enjoyed it. So I hope you managed to get some stuff done, some pages read. And yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Yay!
Bye.
Congrats again! Yay!
Thank you so much. Right, I'm going to click end now. So there we are.